What is that?
Hey, do you think it's safe to get vaccinated?
Can we watch this?
I've said, yeah, I think for the most part it's safe to get vaccinated. I do. But if you're like 21 years old and you say to me, should I get vaccinated? I go, no.
Yeah.
Are you healthy? Are you a healthy person? Like, look, don't do anything stupid, but you should take care of yourself. You should, if you're a healthy person and you're exercising all the time and you're young and you're eating well, and like, I don't think you need to worry about
that's
this.
a really dumb
I
take.
tend to agree with you.
But there's a lot of jobs that will tell you you need to have this.
Well, that's what's starting to happen now.
People are worried.
Wait, I'm confused because I was in the guys. I was under the impression that Joe was pretty smart overall. Well, I never really watched all of his podcasts. I only watched a couple of his takes about certain things. And sometimes he is pretty shallow about a couple of things. But that's fine because you can't be a master in everything. But that take is pretty bad.
About them doing it for their children, and we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
There's that you might have to have your children vaccinated, and I can tell you as someone who's both my children got the virus, it was nothing. I mean, I hate to say that if someone's children died from this, I'm very sorry that happened. I'm not in any way diminishing that, but I'm saying the personal experience that my children had with COVID was nothing. One of the kids had a headache, the other one didn't feel.
Guys. I want to educate myself at the same with chat. Let's say you're vaccinated, right? And you come into contact with somebody who actually has the thing, who's infectious and contagious, and they spread it to you. Even though you're vaccinated and you're you're rolling it. Do you have the same amount of towards people around you? Whether you're immune to it or not. This is slightly less. We don't know yet. Much less.
Feel good for a couple days.
Yeah.
Like maybe I mean not feel good like no big deal. No coughing,
Right.
no achy, no like
Well, my thing is, I mean, you're not immune to it. You're still gonna fight it, right? But you're defending against it, so you're not gonna get any symptoms, whatever, because it's not like taking over or anything. So you're not coughing, you're not doing shit. But you still kind of have it, guys. Dude, I feel so bad. Dude, my mom worked in vaccines her entire life, and she knows about all this shit, and I don't know.
in agony. There was none of that. It was very
Less
mild.
contagion.
It was akin to them getting a cold.
Yeah, and you can have this thing where it's like you were saying, this virtue signaling and this kind of like theatrical display of I get the vaccine, what a good person I am, I care about everyone. But you're like, look, my daughter's a lot younger than your kids, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not injecting my daughter with something to fucking virtue signal. Like, I'm not doing that.
Right.
If there's something that she's of no risk, statistically has no risk from,
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm not taking any experiment on her in that. And that's my attitude
But
toward
it's
it.
amazing that that's controversial.
Yeah.
That even saying that, I'm not going to inject my child.
Guys, somehow, I don't know, guys. This is some sort of record. Somehow, they figured out a way to find somebody that had a worse take than Joe's take.
With the vaccine is
That's a
controversial.
fucking feat.
It's
right there.
crazy. Because, again, we are not talking about even the flu that we just found out killed 22,000 people last year. We're not talking about that.
Right.
We're talking about something that is not statistically dangerous for children. But yet people still want you to get your child vaccinated, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, you should be vaccinated if you are vulnerable.
Wait, what about transmitting it to people who are vulnerable, even though you're not vulnerable? What about caring about others and herd immunity? What about the bigger picture, bigger than yourself? No? It's out of context. See, there's some things in life that you don't need context. This is kind of one of those. That is literally black on white wrong in any context. I just feel like in the midst of a pandemic, if you're using the virtue signaling argument against a legitimate threat. It's just kind of like, okay. Oh, here it comes.
Pretends that masks are medically necessary. Give in. This grotesque version of Halloween went on for more than a year, and it's still going on. Not even Tony Fauci still pretends that masks are medically necessary. Instead, masks are purely a sign of political obedience, like Kim Il-sung pins in Pyongyang. We wear them because we have to. The only people who wear masks voluntarily outside are zealots and neurotics. How neurotic are they?
This is bait.
Well, we know.
Okay, their ad rev must be tanking for some of this shit this guy is saying.
March found that
they need the views. We
of
get
white
it.
Americans who classify themselves as
get
liberal or very liberal have been diagnosed with an actual mental health condition. And you see them everywhere when you walk down the street in any major city. If you dare to go on foot from Union Station to the Capitol, for example, in Washington without wearing a mask, angry Biden voters will snort at you in judgment. How could you? They're saying from behind the gauze. How could you? That's the question we should be asking of them in return. The rest of us should be snorting at them first. They're the aggressors. It's our job to brush them back and restore the society we were born in. So the next time you see someone in a mask on the sidewalk or on the bike path, do not hesitate. Ask politely but firmly, would you please take off your mask?
What?
Science shows there is no reason for you to be wearing it. Your mask is making me uncomfortable.
Okay. The take, first of all, is dumb. Okay, it's a stupid take. But then to tell people to tell randos to take off their masks, dude, guys, people wear masks for a bunch of other reasons. Dude, I'm pretty sure masks were a thing in other places than the West for the longest time. Don't like Japan have like a high level of masks even without the pandemic before, and even China has a crazy amount of masks even before. To go past this take and say that, oh, tell people to remove their masks, that's just dumb though.
We should do that, and we should keep doing it until wearing a mask outside is roughly as socially accepted as lighting a Marlboro in an elevator. It's repulsive. Don't do it around other people. That's the message we should send because it's true. As for forcing children to wear masks outside, that should be illegal. Your response when you see children wearing masks as they play should be no different from your response to seeing someone beat a kid in Walmart. Call the police immediately. Contact Child Protective Services. Keep calling until someone arrives. What you're looking...
Wait, how is it even... Okay, wait, the only thing illegal about any of this is saying this on TV. How is it legal? He's saying... Wait, is he not encouraging people to, like, call the police wrongfully?
At is abuse. It's child abuse, and you are morally obligated to attempt to prevent it. If it's your own children being abused, then act accordingly.
Is it able to do a
Let's
crime?
say your kid's school emailed you to announce that every day after lunch, your sixth grader was going to get punched in the face by a teacher. How would you respond to that? That's precisely how you should respond when they tell you that your kids have to wear masks on the soccer field. That is unacceptable.
Wait, what the?
Prevent it. If it's your own children being abused, then act accordingly. Let's say your kid's school emailed you to announce that every day after lunch, your sixth grader was going to get punched in the face by a teacher. How would you respond to that? That's precisely how you should respond when they tell you that your kids have to wear masks on the soccer field. That is unacceptable, it is dangerous, and we should act like it, because it is. But too few of us have responded like that.
Wait, this is some sub-zero IQ shit.
Por favor, ¿me podrías decir
7 años?
pero cuántos días
Guys,
en total, más o menos?
This is the original.
De 45 años has podido trabajar un año.
Me manda por la noche, había bajado el agua y por la mañana había subido. Cualquiera estaba donde está la paellera, a lo mejor está en el barco ese del petróleo.
En el Prestige.
En el Petriense. Y ya no trabajé más en la cocina. Ya aborrecí la cocina. Ay, ay, ay.
The right James one? Yeah, I've seen it a long time ago.
Me dieron el dinero del bote.
¿Había mucho dinero en el bote?
Lo que me echaban y el dinero de lo que gané.
Well, there it is, chat. You guys have xqw for a little bit. xqw users, enjoy while it lasts, man. You know what they say, right?
No, what do they say?
You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep.
Hey, you're actually a good singer.
Thank you, man.